Welcome to Mind Made TV.
Welcome to Mind Made TV. This is your King. Today I'm here to tell y'all about God. The reason why this is gonna be the first video in my new video log is because I want people to understand my belief system before they even follow anything that I'm doing. I want people to get my perspective on God because everybody has their own perspective on God. And I ask people all the time in my videos, in the interviews that I do, what is their perspective on God? And a lot of people, they say how they feel, you know what I'm saying? They say what they think about God. But nobody really, has went into detail on who God is to them, So that's what I'm gonna do today. God is the masculine and feminine forces of everything that exists. Anything that is life is God. No way possible that you can say something about God and it be everything about God. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't like compact. God is in all living things. God is the masculine and feminine forces of everything of everything. So because of that, and when I say everything, I mean everything. You might see a tree, and the tree is just still. It's just sitting there. It's not going nowhere. The tree is just set. So you might not realize that that tree is living. You know what I'm saying? But that tree is life, is living. You know what I'm saying? That organism possesses qualities of God. And people don't realize that. So people bypass a lot of things and we take a lot of things for granted that we probably shouldn't if we knew what those things actually meant and what was the significance of those things. So there are definitely different aspects of God, you know. So we all are connected from one spirit. If what I'm saying is correct, and if anybody believes anything that I'm saying, if this is correct though, or if we all connected from this higher being of which is God, the masculine and feminine forces of everything, this higher consciousness of masculine and feminine energy, if we all connected from that, then that means that we all have those features of God and those qualities and those different aspects of God within us. So what people don't realize is that we have to tap into that. You know what I'm saying? So some people are able to do that. Some people not. Some people are chosen to do certain things. Meaning, and this is why I say chosen, because everybody doesn't have the same path. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's path is the same, and some people might be meant to have a path where they go down a road of greatness and great things happen in that lifetime. And some people might be destined to go down a road where things are a lot worse for them in that lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean that that person is better than you or not. What that means is that you were chosen for whatever you was chose for. You feel what I'm saying? You was the one that was supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? When you do things to hurt people or hurt anything, you're hurting God. You know, the golden rule and the main rule of any religion that you might go to, because I know a lot of people are Christians or Muslim, Hindu, uh, Jewish, whatever your religion is, you have a golden rule to treat others how you want to be treated. As long as you give respect, you should get respect back. Now, if you don't get respect from giving respect, then that's when you are able to rebuke whatever it is that is against whatever you're. If somebody's disrespecting you and you've been doing nothing but respecting this person, you have to cut into that person and let that person know that you not go disrespect me because I have not disrespected you. You feel what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with that. So being the fact that we're talking about God, right? We all have something in our brain called the pineal gland, a little seat in your head. It's a pine cone shaped part in the brain that allows you to have your soul. Your soul is sitting there. Like who you are is right there. That's where you're at right now. That's what you're look like. You're sitting right there. I'm I'm in here in the middle of my brain. This is where I'm at. But all this, I'm using this body. It's deep because you have to think about that. You feel me? And people don't think about that. They look at everything as though you're supposed to have everything that you have. Like you don't have to have anything, my nigga. Like you are using this body, and when this body is used up, your soul will leave this body. Still, you will still be whoever you are. Everything that you was, from your face to your hands to your body to everything, is no longer that. You still are the same energy and spirit. You are who you are. A piece of God, a piece of the higher power that was sitting down to occupy this body to do whatever was necessary at the time that all of us as a collective had came to understanding that needed to be done. Because everything happens for a reason. So what I'm going to say is, to end in the video, is that God is, again, the masculine and feminine forces of the universe. And I'm going to do another video soon, and I'm going to write it down in a second, but I'm going to do another video soon that's going to talk about exactly why we do the things we do and why the masculine and feminine forces of God are very important to understand. The masculine and feminine forces in the universe are very important, and those masculine and feminine forces of God are significant to who you are, and understanding that the yin and the yang, if you want to call it that, is something that is very, very deep and strong, that actually means a lot because of the fact of balance. It's a scale, you know. You have to have a balance. You can't be too much of one thing, or you will overdo something. You feel me? It has to be a balance. So when people don't realize that, like, as people, we have the power to understand things the way that we choose to. You feel me? We have the power to control our own thoughts, but we don't like to exercise that right. You know what I'm saying? So we allow ourselves to get put in situations where it end up making us a lot worse than we could be. This is my first video explaining to y'all my understanding belief system on God. So going forth, you know that I am not a Christian, I am not a Muslim, I am not Hindu, I'm not any of those things. But I definitely believe in God and have a relationship with God and understand a deeper process in connecting with God than a lot of people do. So some of the things I might say might not come off as what everybody else calls normal. You feel me? So follow me, you know. We gonna be on a journey, money. This is the first step. Mind made the brand. Get everything.